on those editing marks today in first period, and then in our second period, we're going to take those editing marks that we have now mastered, that we are now experts with, and we are going to make pirate flags of them. But before we do that, I will explain to you why we're going to make pirate flags as opposed to doing something else. Does anybody know anything at all about pirate flags?
No.
No?
Wait, I know.
What do you know about it, Red?
I thought they sometimes show if they're friendly or if they're not.
Where they were and how they were hung did show their intent behind different things. Jacqueline? I have no idea what you just said. Yes, they were on pirate ships. Good job. Anybody else? Yeah.
They have skulls on them.
They might have skulls on them, yes. Does anybody know there are actually a number of different symbols that were used on the pirate flag, which is why I want to take editing marks and use them. No? Okay. But they were full of symbols. Pirate flags are full of symbols that communicated a certain message. So if you might see a skull or a skeleton, what message might that be sending? Great. Death. Might be the symbol of death. A warning to someone. What color were pirate flags mostly?
Black.
A lot of them were actually red. Black was a very popular color, but red was as well. Does anybody want to guess why black and red were the two most popular colors? Why, Courtney?
Because red like blood, and then it's like almost it's kind of like color dust, because it like less blood, and then black is superhero dust. About being dead.
Correct. Black is symbolically representative of death, whereas red is symbolic of blood and violence. And so, yes, I know.
And the never colors are red. We are pirates.
We're secret pirates?
We are secret maverick pirates.
Okay. Calm down.
We're
You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, that's part of the reason why we do pirate flags with editing. Plus, I normally think it's fun to do it on International Chocolate Pirate Day, but I missed that, so once again, I should have been doing this last week. But, what are you going to do?
We don't do
The other thing, why is it important that we know what our editing marks are? Why is it important that we know what they are?
Well, like if we edit someone else's, you know what to.
If you edit somebody else's paper, you know what to tell them what to do. Why else is it important, right? Okay. If someone else puts an editing mark, you know what that means. And there are a bunch of different, sometimes people just use like little shorthand things, and it may be confusing to what somebody means. So we want to try and everybody use the same ones. And for the most part, in the world of language, we all use very similar, or at least just slightly different ones to mean certain things. So, there it goes. Oh, I forgot I have it zoomed in.
Hope it don't rain.
Okay, so here we have we have a list of our editing marks. We have a couple of screwed up sentences.
Nah.
What I kind of want to walk you through right now is exactly what they are and how to use them. Because knowing how to use them is just as important as knowing what they are. Okay? First, by the way, We also have a chart right over here. I'm actually going to pull this off the wall. We do have a chart right over here that has all of our editing marks. So once we get started on the flags, I'll pull this back up so that you can see them up there, but if you can't, you can come and use this. And if you'll notice, they are pretty similar, some of them. There are some extra symbols that are on here that may not be on there, but they are pretty similar. Okay? So, we have ones like, if you forget a word or a particular letter, if you write the little triangle, kind of like wedge this word in there. And you would put the point of the triangle where this needs to go, and then normally underneath the triangle, you would write whatever word needs to go in there. What was that? Can you do it upside, like from the top down? You can. So like if you were editing this way, and you would say Hurricane Hugo hit Charlotte, North Carolina. If you wanted to like add something in here, I don't know. Hit. So if you want to talk about how it hit, you could add a word in there. So you use a little triangle, and then whatever word you need to add, you put in there. Okay? This part, this little mark, it kind of looks like a weird little, like a piece of rope, or an E, kind of loop-de-loop thing. It means that you need to delete something. You need to delete something. Something's not quite right in there. You could put it like if you had a word that was just unnecessary. So let's say we decided we did one quickly. We could just put this over top of it. Yes.
You put it on top of
You could go on top of it or underneath it. Most of the time, if you're doing like most of the time the delete should go on top. Some of them are going to go on top and on bottom.
Most of the time, they just put it like through the word.
Through the word.
If they don't like it, just on it.
We can do that. That's fine with me. You put it on. I normally do things on top because I like you to still see what it was that you were like was there. But is that what most people have done in the past for you guys? Is put it on. Okay. All right. I can look at that. Capitals, 3 lines, pretty simple. You need to capitalize something. About everybody does that. What do we need to capitalize in this first line? Jalen.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Like the whole thing? The whole word?
No.
We're going to capitalize the whole word?
Oh, no, just the N.
Just the end of the mistake. Okay. Just making sure. Anything else? Enrique.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Anything else? Logan.
Hugo.
Hugo.
And.
Anything else? Why do we need to capitalize hurricane?
Like part of the name for Hugo.
Why else?
Because it's beginning of the sentence.
Now, the beginning of a sentence. Even if it wasn't the official title of Hurricane Hugo, you would want to capitalize it because it's the beginning of the sentence. We're just working on this part right here. We'll get to the bottom of the second.
I know.
Do we want to do you when you said the I? We can do the bottom.
Saturday.
Anything else? On the bottom line? Anything else? No? Saturday.
No, and a period. I'm not.
We're just doing capitals right now. Now, when we have this one, this is lowercase. That means we need to lowercase. Is there anything that's capitalized that we need to lowercase in here? No. Okay, so that's fine. What question?
Well, what are like don't isn't really like.
We'll get to that. Let's see. Add a period. So we have almost like a little bullseye looking thing. Where do we need to do that? Out? After damage?
Yeah.
Anywhere else? Good. After Saturday. What do we do with this if we want to put in if we think it deserves something other than a period? Daisy? Well, let's say this was a question. How would we make a mark to make it a question? Say, oh, you need to add a question mark in there, Danny. You just put a question mark in a circle. It's the same thing. So if you think if it's a question mark or a question and they forgot the question mark, you do the same thing. Question mark in a circle. Let's see here. Add a comma. Pretty easy. Where do we need to add a comma? Christian, where do we need to add a comma? After Charlotte. Anywhere else we need to add a comma?
After later.
Right? Nope.
After we're done.
Just after Charlotte. We don't need one after North Carolina. Not because of the end. Because it's our, in this case, you're, no. The next one is apostrophes. Do we need an apostrophe? Where do we want an apostrophe, Enrique?
Well, I don't know if the word don't is right. We need apostrophe in the T. But I don't think the word just sounds like.
If we didn't want to keep the word don't, we wouldn't need to use that mark because we just get rid of it. But let's say, so what would we put in its place?
Does.
What would we put in its place? Rose. Doesn't. So how would we mark this to show that we're getting rid of the word don't and we want to change it? Daisy? Like that? And then what do we do? The arrow thing? Anything else? Alright. Lastly, we have our quotation marks. Add quotation marks. Very similar to apostrophe. Do we have any quotations in here that we need to add or do anything to? No. Okay. These are your basic symbols. There are a couple extra ones on here. They use a slightly different one. So on here, we have this symbol. I use this one a lot. Does everybody know what that symbol means?
No.
Kevin, what does it mean? Paragraph. It means you need to start a new paragraph. It means you have written way too long in one paragraph. Or you haven't really done any paragraphs at all, you just put writing. You need to start a new paragraph. So that's a new paragraph. There's this one. This one's actually kind of cool. You have this one. Does anybody know what that one means?
No.
Go to the next line.
Nope. No. Nope. It actually means transpose. It means that you flipped words around in your sentence. So the example that they give here is, do you think dogs or cats make pets better? So they've switched the words around, pets
And better.
and better. What this means, when you put this little line in there, it's telling you that you need to flip your words around. How many people put their words in the wrong order every once in a while when they're writing? I do. I do. I combine words sometimes when I'm typing because I type slightly fast, and so I'll combine words together, and I'll forget that I'm in the middle of typing one word and I think I'm on the next one. But this one will help you. It's transpose. Insert space. So like if you've got two things that are too close together, it's the same little arrow, like we've had. But underneath it is hashtag or a pound sign, whatever you want to call it.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. The hashtag, the hashtag. Put that in there. Has everybody seen that video?
What video?
Huh?
No, I haven't.
You want to show it to us?
No.
What video?
It's from Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah,
They're talking about hashtags.
It's Friday. Oh, we're making the Fireflex, can we?
No.
Yes.
It's not fully inappropriate. That's not what's okay. Here's another one. What's that one mean?
Spelling error.
Spelling error. Some type of spelling error. You'll see this if somebody spelled something wrong, or in this case, and this is one that I will use a lot with you because I see it as a mistake all the time. If you were to write the sentence, I wish I had more space. There we go. What's wrong with this sentence?
I found 4.
What's wrong with this sentence?
Oh.
Taylor.
Four needs to be spelled out.
4 needs to be spelled out. You never use a digit.
Texting, why not?
Never.
I only
Texting.
Never use a digit in formal writing. Ever, 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 ever.
Only in texting.
You can use a digit if it's part of some statistic for something sometimes. If the digit's really long. Or if you're writing something about math. But if you're talking about 4 people went there or 30 people out of 50 like something, you could write the words 30 and 50. And you should. Okay? That is, you should not include numbers in sentences. Digits don't belong in sentences. Well, I'm not talking about math.
Even in checks we have to write it out.
So if you see this, if you see something circled with SP in here, I'm telling you that you need to spell it out. You need to write it as a word. Okay? It should not appear as a digit. Here, insert quotations, comma period, insert words. You might see this every once in a while. And this basically only happens when you're typing a paper. It happens mainly when you're typing and you type really fast and you put a double space in between 2 words and it should only be a single space. This tells you that you need to close up space between words. So if you have like Bobby, and you have too much space in here.
But in the paper it has
Cows.
like
Bobby
cupcakes.
loves cows.
Cupcakes.
No, Bobby just loves. Bobby just loves.
Bobby's a hippie.
Who?
Marley.
Bob Marley died a long, like way before you were born. Bobby loves. Alright? But if you have too many spaces, this is going to show you to close up your space. Alright, so let's look at, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to start a whole new page. And we're going to kind of, I'm going to put in all of the different symbols that you can use. These are going to be the different things that you can use.
Yeah.
What does the hashtag thing mean? Somebody tell me what the insert hashtag means. Come on, we're actually, I'm going to write them all down and then we're going to go through,
The wing. Oh, he got it right when I said it.
The switch word one. Switch the word. No. That's the switch word.
You cannot own language. Ow.
Oh yeah, well, the lowercase is a slap. I didn't grab the just regular.
What about capitalized?
I got capitalized.
Oh.
Do we have any other schools on our list? Oh, asking. Okay. So once again, really quickly, let's go over these. Really quickly, let's go over these. What is too much space? Well, I heard it. Not enough space. You need to put a space in. Comma. Insert comma. Insert apostrophe. Quotation. Period. Capitalize. Not uppercase. Capitalize.
Switch. Lowercase. Enter. Spelling.
Alright. I don't know what we're on here. Question mark. Okay. These are the symbols.
You can do exclamation mark too.
Yeah, but you really, in any type of formal writing, you really shouldn't be using exclamation points for anything. You really should. But that's the thing. If you're writing a professional piece of writing, you don't want to be showing it. You want to keep it intellectual, not emotional. Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. How much? What? 15 minutes. What I'm going to do is really quickly, I'm going to, I'm going to get you guys into groups. How about people look at me?
Oh my god. Wait, we should all stand up and you count us by number.
I hate that. I feel like I do that all the time. Look, you can. Mr. Bennett's waiting, man. And you're lucky to drink his Starbucks.
Okay, so we're going to
Oh, you can't do this, Starbucks.
we're going to make this a little bit, a little interesting. I want everybody to go to the front of the room and you're in a formal line. This is what I want you to do. When you form your line, I want you to find out who the oldest person in the room is. And
wow, you're the youngest.
Youngest person in the room on that end, and then figure out how
Who's 13? 13? I'm turning 13. I'm 12. I'm
If you were born on the same day, if everybody was born on the same day, you and Jack.
Christy,
Okay, are we in order? Because it has some long big ball. It doesn't look like a line. Alright. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have Okay, we're gonna have groups of 3. So 4.
Wait, I want
I don't care.
That's not nice.
Ready?
Holding this over.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Ready? No, I'm not going slower.
Whatever.
Dude, no, I have to put it back.
Okay.
I don't want to be with
I'm
Okay.
not getting one break. You guys are paying attention?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
No,
1,
yes.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
How can you do that?
Oh, I did that wrong. My bad. All right, I did it again. I did it wrong. I want groups of 3, not 3 groups. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Kevin.
Okay, if you are a 1,
Oh, no, I forgot.
if you are a 1, you're gonna go over here. If you're a 2, come over there. If you're a 3, come by that thing right there. 4 by this table. 5 up by the black paper thing. 6 is over by the bamboo tree. 7's back by that table. Okay, so you should there should just be one group of 4. Everybody else should be a group of 3.
No.
All right. Okay. No, you're gonna skip this.
Oh, no, I didn't even know you had that.
Okay. Wait, you were.
What do you want, Chris?
So far apart.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. I have these larger sheets of paper. You can choose whatever color your group decides for a flag. It doesn't have to be a strictly pirate flag. But guys, you're not deciding yet. I will let you decide in just a moment. This is going to be the base of your flag. Okay? The rest of your flag, you're going to need to make out of paper or markers or however you feel like designing it. Use the resources that are in the cabinet over there. But this is going to be the base of your flag. So if you look up at my flags that I already have, my 2 great flags, I actually had a competition as to see who can make the best flags. And those are my 2 winners. One from when I taught 6th grade, one from 7th grade. If you notice, they use the symbols effectively, but they also put some other things on the flag to make it look more artistic, to make it look a little bit more like a flag. What I don't want to see happen is I don't want to see a whole bunch of wasted paper. So do not use this paper for all of your symbols, okay? Use the other paper that's in the cabinet. And if you're going to just cut like 1 or 2 small things out, try and save the paper. Don't just waste it. I found a whole lot of wasted paper in my cabinet at the end of last year. Alright, what I want you to do before you start cutting things out and tearing things out and writing on things, I want you to talk in your group for a couple of minutes until the period ends about what you want to do with your flag. Once you have talked about that, when we come back during second period, for the next period, that's when I want you to actually start making your flag. Okay? So right now, I want you to come up with a design. You don't need to touch the paper right now. Come up with a design. Maybe on like a piece of notebook paper. You have to use the back of the flag like that's what you're making one flag. So you're only making one flag per group. So you only get one back piece of paper. No, you're only making one flag. One
Okay.
We can ask the question. Alright, we'll play, we'll put the winner up, we'll put the winner stick. Why are they all here?
What's that? Oh, yeah, the word. As a symbol. Or we add a comma mark. Oh yeah, three lines at the middle. Three lines. Okay.
What you doing, Kevin?
Oh, I think we should put the straw. And what did you do? I think our flag was
No, you up here.
This is our flag.
Give me a question. Ask a question.
What are you
Here's Kevin. Oh, that's so cool.
What do you want in the middle? Around the circle.
You actually know what that are.
I was born at 12:05. My mom brings lunch at 3. That's why.
Oh, you had those books
My dad was born on all of the youngest one, they were all older, they didn't even celebrate his birthday. They come by and tell him happy birthday and leave toys.
Oh, bigger! You want 3
I don't want to talk about we'll have like, you have a splash mark? Or we just do a couple. If you want to pick big, it's better.
We are doing that.
Yeah.
We are running hashtag. You will like it. You
What?
You know what hashtag is? I think the one
Alright, Shelly, you can go ahead and give your slide out. If you have a design already, go ahead and give your slide.
Go back first.
So let's look at it. The other one. Oh, gee. Actually, you could, but you don't pay attention. You can find what's more beautiful now, see, with all the lines added to it.
This tells you not to finish the rest. He's yelling at yeah? Well, mine is so good. I'm gonna work out this one.
I know it is. I don't like it. I already told her that you have something going on. Yeah, okay. No, I don't. Oh, snap. Yeah.
Just a little bit sharper, we're not some color in that.
No. Oh. Hey.
You would
That's
step.
what you tell him.
You would.
I do.
Why did you be trying to keep all up there? What are you doing? That was Chris.
No one's calling.
Why did you do
That was nice. Here comes the Are you spy, Jalen? Who's got you? Lying to me, Jalen?
To help inspire you. Yeah. What?
If you pick up that the best flag, I'll give you.
You were supposed to give me a receipt the other day, because I gave you your thing back.
I won't get that.
Nah, maybe later.
Happy.
Can I go get it?
No, Zach, you're a savage. Don't lie to me, Zach. That's right. Done. Number one.
Jack, what are you guys doing? Alright, so you're gonna start, what are you doing about the shapes? Okay, so how are you putting them on the flag? Alright.
Oh yeah, no, we're just gonna draw.
On the flag itself?
Yeah. Wait, so wait, this way?
Try my best.
Could somebody please do me a favor and close the door? You guys are noisy.
Now you can cut some first. I'm just gonna roll it up. Which one?
Get to work with your group, Brayden.
Wait, so wait, I already have this done. What should we do with this one? Also, I just put my
Nobody gets an 8. What do you want for dinner?
Kevin, is this not a good circle?
It's like a Superman sign.
Yeah.
Enrique, you are just ever so kind.